Genesis chapter 6. Wickedness in the world. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and the daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal, and their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward. And when the sons of God went into the daughters of the humans and had children by them, they were heroes of old and of renown. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that the inclination of the thoughts of the humans' heart was only evil all the time. And the Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them all the animals and the birds and the creatures that move along the ground. For I have regretted that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah and the flood. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people of the earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all these people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitches inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around, and put a door inside of the ark, and make lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring flood waters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wives and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take away every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and for them. Noah did everything just as God commanded him to do. The Lord said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you are righteous in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 1 pair of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate. And also 7 pillars of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came on the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wives and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Pairs of clean and unclean animals, of birds, and of all creatures that move along the ground, male and female, came to Noah and entered the ark, as God commanded Noah. And after the 7 days, the flood came on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the second month, on the day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of heaven were opened, and rain fell on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On that day, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, got together with his wives, and the wives of his 3 sons entered the ark. They had with them every wild animal according to its kind, all livestock according to their kind, every creature that move along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, with every wings, pairs of all creatures that have the breath of life in them came to Noah and entered the ark. And the animals going in were male and female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. And then the Lord shut him in. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth, and as the waters increased, they lifted the ark above the earth, and the waters rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth, and all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. The waters rose and covered the mountains to a depth of more than 15 cubits. Every living thing that moved on the land perished, bird, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarmed over the earth, all the mankind. Everything on dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. Everything on dry land that had the breath of nostrils died. Everything that on the face of the earth was wiped out. People and animals, and the creatures that move along the ground, and the birds were wiped out from the face of the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ark. The water flooded the earth for 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark, and he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters receded. And now the spring of the deep and the floodgates of the heavens had been closed, and the rain had stopped falling from the sky. The water receded steadily from the earth at the end of the 150 days. The water had gone down. And on the 7th day of the 7th month, the ark came to a rest on the mountain of Ararat. The waters continued to recede until the 10th month. And on the 1st day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains became visible. After 40 days, Noah opened a window he had made in the ark, and he sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground. But the dove could find nowhere to perch, because there was water over all the surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and he took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. He waited 7 more days, and again he sent out the dove from the ark. So when the dove returned to him in the evening, there in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the waters had retreated from the earth, and he waited 7 more days and sent the dove out again, but this time it did not return. So by the 1st day of the 1st month of Noah's 601st year, the waters had dried up from the earth, and Noah then removed the covering from the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was dried. By the 27th day of the 2nd month, the earth was completely dry. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wives and your sons and their wives." See you in part 2.